forward to this.
What's up everyone, how's it going? We just got the new community transmission for Count Dooku, which talks about all of his abilities, emotes, and more. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to be talking about everything that it shows, as well as just kind of give my thoughts about it. But before we get to that, we just hit 9,000 subscribers, so thank you all so much for all the support over the past few weeks. And as well as I just bought a new microphone because of that, so hopefully the audio sounds a little bit better, a little bit more clean. So let's jump right into it. So the first part of this transmission talks about Geonosis, and it says basically it's coming to Heroes vs. Villains Blast and Custom Arcade, but I'm not sure if it's going to be coming to Hero Showdown as well as Strike, but it doesn't say it, so I wouldn't assume that it's coming for those game modes as well. But on to Count Dooku, it basically talks about who he is, but I'm not going to read over that because it's kind of a waste of time. I don't want to stretch the video out for too long, so if you guys want to read it, the link for that post will be in the description below. But the first thing it shows is another voice line of him talking to Anakin, and I will play that voice line right now.
Finally decided to crawl out from whichever bounty hunter you've been hiding behind.
Pawns in a game you have yet to start playing.
And this voice line sounds a lot better than the one that they showed a while back, because when they first showed that one, I think it was like last month, it didn't sound too good, but I mean it wasn't horrible by any means, but it just wasn't the best, so I'm glad to see that this voice line has done a lot better. So next up on the transmission, it talks about how you can play as Count Dooku in Star Wars Battlefront 2, and it says Count Dooku's melee attacks are highly lethal, and he's able to deflect opposing lightsabers with great efficiency. This is signified by a wider blocking range and less stamina depletion compared to other heroes. It comes at a cost, however, with Dooku lacking in his capability to deflect blaster shots. So this is a really kind of confusing thing for me because they didn't specify whether or not he will actually be able to block blaster bolts at all, because with Grievous he's able to block them, but his stamina drains very fast with it. But then we have Maul, who just cannot block blaster bolts at all, or lightsaber attacks either, so we'll just have to wait and see tomorrow. Which I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, Count Dooku does release Wednesday the 23rd, which is just tomorrow as of today. Alright, so the next thing it talks about is kind of his abilities just a little bit, and it says looking at his special abilities, Dooku will unleash the lightning stun to throw enemies within a range to the ground, inflicting harm and leaving them in the open to follow up attacks. So this is his lightning stun ability. Now I was really worried about this one because I thought it was just going to be another stun ability where you get frozen and you can't do anything, but it seems a lot like Luke's repulse ability where he slams everyone on the ground, so that's good to know. So the next ability is called Exposed Weakness, and it says this influences the target with slower movement and an increased amount of damage taken from Dooku and his allies. If Dooku eliminates the target personally by delivering a final blow, this ability recharges immediately. So this seems like a really good ability to use. It's basically just a team buff as well as yourself, but it seems pretty powerful if used in the right situation. So his final ability is called Duelist, and it says this showcases the true grace of Dooku's skill set when it comes to lightsaber combat. It says this ability changes up his attack sequence, with Dooku performing quick slashes, one hand on his back with a high damage output. And this is by far going to be my favorite ability, most likely, because it just seems like such a unique one, especially if it changes up his attack animations. That's just so cool to me. So let me know in the comments below what your guys' favorite ability is. I'd like to hear your thoughts on them. So next up it talks about some of his appearances that are coming. So of course his basic outfit is going to be his Sith Lord appearance, and it says he has a brown cape. Basically how he looked in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith is what I'm guessing. But then he was supposed to get another appearance with tomorrow's update, but unfortunately it got delayed up to January 30th, which as of tomorrow will just be 7 days away, so you just have to wait one more week to get his Dark Ritual appearance. And then it says there's going to be another appearance coming later in February. I have no idea what this is going to be, but my guess it's going to be a capeless, because I don't see what else they would do with Count Dooku. And then it talks about how Geonosis is coming to those game modes once again, and then at the very last thing it says do not forget to keep an eye out on the roadmap to get an overview of upcoming updates. So we have been waiting on an updated roadmap for so long now. Ben Walk did say a while back that it was supposed to come sometime before Christmas, but something I guess happened to make it get delayed, so we'll just have to wait and see on what that thing was. If I had to make a guess on when it would be updated, I would have to say after the Anakin and New Game Mode update in February, because that'd just be the more likely one, and the one that would just make sense to update the roadmap after everything else has gotten released. As of what will be in it, we have no idea. I'm really hoping for Ahsoka Tano, Jordicas, and the Republic Commandos, but that's just kind of a far stretch. But Ben Walk did say it's supposed to update like the next few months or so don't expect the rest of 2019 to be updated, though it'd be really great to see it all. It just probably will not happen. But back on Count Dooku, unfortunately at the moment we do not have a screenshot of him. Ben Walk did say he was trying really hard to get it, but for some reason something happened and it delayed it, so he is trying for a picture of him in game to release sometime today. which sucks, but at the same time, Count Dooku does release tomorrow, so it's not too far off. We might just have to wait until then to see him. But that is the Count Dooku Transmission that just got released today. Thank you all so much for watching, and again, thank you for 9,000 subscribers. My goal for the end of this year is 10,000 subscribers, so we'll see if we'll be able to get there or not. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of Count Dooku, how you think he's going to play as, and what do you think about his abilities. So next month, we are getting Anakin Skywalker, the new game mode, updated clone skins, as well as the Coruscant Guard, and the 501st, so it's going to be a pretty big update, so I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm most likely going to be doing top comments in the next video, so comment again for your chance to be featured in the next video. But thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one.